Welcome to episode 24 of Fallout 4. We're nearing the quarter century mark for episodes. This is pretty cool. Let's see. Evelyn is in Sanctuary Hills, and she's headed towards Diamond City. If she can get her companions here to get up, get motivated, and move on. We got to go see the doctor in Diamond City. Another rainy night. Day in Diamond City. I don't know if it's night or day, but anyway, it's rainy. Let's see. Are we going to get jumped again? We still have, what's his name, the mob guy that has a contract out for us, so we got to watch out what we're doing here. So we're going to go to the market. We want to see the doctor. Oh, and there we go. There's the trigger man. Where is he? Nope. There's too many civilians around here. Where are you? Oh, there he is. I don't want to shoot any locals like I did last time. I think we got away with it last time, but I think if I shoot too many, it might be a problem. You know?
We win again. I'm sure.
Yeah. So these are more bad guys. We're gonna have to talk to the mayor or whatever and
Let's find
figure out what's going on. Here's another one. Where is he? Takahashi, we don't want to miss him. There he is. Swing and a miss. Jeez. Nope, Terrence says Takahashi again. Betty. Diamond City Security. No. Where are you coming from? Oh, you're around the corner here. There you are. Doggo's got you. Now I got you. Latimer, that's his name, right? Anyway, we gotta go deal with him. Maybe we'll do that for our 25th, what is it, Diamond Jubilee? Our 25th episode, maybe we'll take this guy out.
Mo and Myrna used to be an item, but they broke up. Mo couldn't stop talking about his squatter to all the other girls.
See if he's up here. Go troll him.
Diamond City surplus is where you can sell all the scraps you scavenged. I heard
Hanging out with the hoi polloi. No, he's not.
Theme.
Tell me if you need a room, otherwise the bar is over there.
I need a room.
Here's your money.
Room 2 is yours. Enjoy.
Come on, Eupheme. Didn't I rescue you? Should be a little more grateful. Who the hell are you? Johnny Friendly. Why are you in my
Noodles are the
room?
official eats of Diamond City. You should try some.
That's okay there, Conan.
I get a bit compulsive when I have a broom in my hand. And if there's dust on the counter, then look out. Johnny's coming for you.
Johnny's messed up. All right, Johnny, you can watch me sleep, you freak.
I heard you're looking for your son.
He's still there.
Parents should never be separated from their child.
I don't know what to do with this guy. He's not, he doesn't seem receptive
The
to,
bleachers aren't that
quest
much
or
better.
say, hey, I want to
You're
join
so
your
much
settlement
further removed
or
from
be a
the
companion or anything like that. He's just irritating. There's Ellen.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, whatever. There's Heather hanging out in the lobby.
Excuse me.
There's Faye.
Hey, is it true? You're recruiting workers for a new settlement? I might be interested, provided you're actually a carpenter and not, an Institute spy.
Weirdo.
Fine. You got me. I'm an Institute spy, and we want our data back.
Wearing a
Sarcasm.
4-star
Nice.
General of the
Which
Minutemen
means
uniform.
You're probably human. Definitely, probably, maybe a human. Although, granted, there's worse things out there than synths. I heard there was one recruiter who only picked up females. Turned out the guy was just trying to make a harem.
You might be here. You might have heard that about Evelyn.
Point is, I'm looking for work if you got it.
Yeah, right, Evelyn? Say, no, that's me.
Sure. I've got a great place you could set up permanently. Interested?
Really? Well, I'll go get my things then. Oh, wait. I don't have any things.
Yeah.
Not even a pet. It's kind of lonely if you think about it. Anyways, just tell me where to go and I'll be there.
Let's send her to... I'm thinking I want to send her to hang out with Piper because they're both kind of irritating. Yeah. So she's going to Red Rocket. That's where Piper is. They can bore each other to death. Found the doctor.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Tell me your symptoms.
Here it comes.
I've got an itch, Doc. Too many chems.
I've got an
Got
itch.
anything that can help?
Yeah, you got it bad. But let's flush your system. It's gonna burn like crazy afterward.
I just love that whenever she has a problem that she needs a doctor for it, she always reverts to that 70s detective show, junkie, pusher,
Any other complaints?
pimp, whatever role.
No. We're done.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Time to move on out. Let's go talk to Danny Sullivan.
Hey, Sullivan.
Gotta keep watch on the gate.
Huh? I thought there was a quest with Danny Sullivan, but something hasn't triggered it yet because he has nothing to ever say to us. So, we are out and about. Let's go. We're headed towards the BOG, Brotherhood of whatever. These are Brotherhood of Steel, people who left the Brotherhood of Steel. And we're headed that way. We gotta meet with this guy. Seeing a lot more Minutemen walking around town now, which is good. Little action going on here. What is it? What is it? Not sure what that is. It's hard to tell the combatants from Friendlies. Oh, there we go.
We're up, pup.
We're up, pup. Come on. Nope. I got some points out of that. I really wasn't that terribly involved in it, but got some points out of it. Ellen, I'm done with you.
Got anything?
Absolutely done with you. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, she gets up. Alright, so we're not going to be able to take out Ellen. But hopefully you heard that. She, once again, she's back to her old tricks. You know, looting from an animal. You can't get meat, you can't get hide in her little world. So, that's how irritated I am by it, that I was willing to get rid of her. Uh-oh. Whoa, what was that here? So these are Minutemen that we're kind of walking with, not meaning to, we're just kind of hanging out with them. But yeah, I you know, Ellen just, I want to like her, but then she starts and all that, and it's just like, you know, I don't want to hear that all the time. Evelyn's been doing this long enough now that she really is, she has no tolerance for weakness and these people that are judging all the time. Coming up on the bunker, where we're going to meet these people, these disgruntled Brotherhood of Steel people. But first, what do we have here?
Spaceship. We did it. We found one.
Look
An
at
actual
that.
spaceship.
A little UFO. Flying saucer. How about that? Heather's pretty happy about that. That's some affinity points there. Well, that's pretty cool.
Is there any place you know that we could play poker? Maybe some blackjack?
I'm willing to drop you off there, Ellen. You can play poker all you want. Blackjack, I'm with you. I'd sit down with you, but you'd probably be judgmental about my gameplay. So it's the BOG bunker. We'll save here. Just in case things don't go well in the bunker. I've never done this one before, so I have no idea what we're in for. Let's talk to
Hey there.
Chuck Finley.
Something I can help you with?
Sure, Chuck.
What's the story with this place?
Well, for starters, my name's Chuck Finley.
Well, nobody asked
Part of
you.
a
We just
group
want to know
of
what's going on with
outcasts
this
from the
place.
Brotherhood of
Chuck
Steel.
Chuck
We're from the
Finley.
DC area, and this bunker is our home in the Commonwealth.
Why did you leave the Brotherhood in the first place?
It's complicated, but the short version is the Brotherhood of Steel started out on the West Coast, shortly after the Great War, and its original mission was to hoard pre-war technology. A little over 30 years ago, the Brotherhood sent a group east to explore. And, well, that group eventually settled in the DC wasteland, which is where most of the crew here grew up. Our leader was a man named Owen Lyons. So, in addition to acquiring technology, Lyons believed it was important to be a good neighbor and help out the local community, which eventually didn't sit well with most of the other Brotherhood. You see, we were involved in a massive project to provide clean drinking water to the DC wasteland, and, well, that's a long fucking story. Over time, more and more of the members of the East Coast Brotherhood chapter began to view assisting the DC community as a waste of our resources. Then Owen Lyons died. And let's just say shit got interesting after that. A few years passed and there was a power struggle, and ultimately our choices were to follow the 16-year-old who was appointed elder by the West Coast Brotherhood, or to leave for greener pastures. Most people stayed. We chose to leave. That was 4 years ago. We headed northeast to the Commonwealth and been making a living here ever since.
There you go. There's your Brotherhood of Steel
You're
lore
in
in a
charge?
nutshell.
Me? Oh, hell no. I might be the oldest, but no one's actually really in charge. You know, we came from a strict hierarchy with the Brotherhood of Steel.
So I think we get
all
that if
saw
we get
how
the
that turned out.
the Storyteller
Chain of
quest to
command
work
was
that
so
we couldn't get to
inefficient, it
work
would get us all
a
killed
couple
if we
episodes
tried that
ago.
bullshit here.
If we can get that to
We're a
work,
small enough
then
group and we don't
that
need
gets
a formal
into the
hierarchy fucking
origins
us
of the Brotherhood of Steel and pretty much everything they did up
What
until
are you guys
California.
doing out here?
And this
We're
guy
on a bit
basically
of a
told you what
crusade.
happened since
We're
California.
here to champion the
They
cause
went
of
to
the innocent,
the
the helpless,
DC
the
area,
powerless.
and
You know, in a world full
now
of
they're
criminals
up,
who operate above any law.
They're up in Boston.
Now listen, sorry about that.
I want to say they were around Pittsburgh
our entertainment
too,
options
but
here
I'm
are
not
kind
sure.
of limited. But to answer your question, you could say we're like the Brotherhood of Steel, but without the whole, you know, Nazi vibe. We generally believe that
Yeah,
all
there's
sentient
definitely that
humanoids
vibe.
have a right to exist. So we don't start fights with others just because their skin or DNA is a little different than ours. Except feral ghouls. Fuck those guys. And come to think of it, most super mutants too. Bunch of bitchy little girls. Anyway, we mostly do mercenary work to pay the bills. Hostage rescue, wild animal control, escort some travelers to and from major trading
These
hubs.
guys seem pretty
shit like
chill,
that.
right?
We try not to be evil. And of
They're
course,
just,
we
you know,
search and
mercenaries for
accumulate
hire,
as
but
much
they're not,
technology as we can.
They're not doing all the really, really bad stuff.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Okay, shoot.
How can I get in?
Well, obviously, we don't let just anyone in.
Does she really
The only
need to
reason
get
you made
in?
it through
I
the
mean,
front doors are
again,
scouts
she's
spotted
wearing
you
her
a
full
mile
start.
away and radiated
General
in. You matched the
uniform.
description
She's
of
already
the
in the
person
Brotherhood of
who's
Steel,
been
which I
taken
don't know
out
if this guy
raiders
knows
lately.
that.
So we turned off the turrets and figured we'd give you an audience. We work on a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours system here. If you want in, you gotta do something for us first.
Oh, of course.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
The job is to retrieve a weapon for one of our brothers. As background, we do a fair amount of work transporting traders, and patrons to and from Fusion City. It's a goddamn dangerous job providing transportation through the glowing sea, but it does pay well. One of our crew goes by the name Grabthar. Well, he got denied entrance to Fusion City after taunting the guards there, and they confiscated his weapons and supplies. Anytech, the security division of Fusion City, never really formally charged Grabthar with anything, but the items they confiscated ended up being sold at one of their public auctions. And one of the items they took was Grabthar's sledgehammer. That weapon has a lot of serious sentimental value to Grabthar,
So we
since
need
it was
to get
given
the
to him by his
sledgehammer.
late brother Warvin right before he died.
Is there a point to all this?
Right. So Anytech holds public auctions every now and then, and that's where they sell their confiscated property. I think the last one was over at the church in Nantic Banks. Anyway, head over to Nantic Banks and see what you can find out about the auction and track down the sledgehammer.
All right.
Bring the weapon back to me and we'll see about letting you in the bunker. Deal?
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Come on, let me in.
No deal. You help us, we help you. But you gotta take the first step. Are you
That's
in?
fine. Yeah, we'll do it. No problem. It's done.
Okay. I'll help you.
All right, I'll mark the location of the church on your map.
All right, there we go. So that's that. So we'll do that one a little bit later. We're not going to the church right now. We got other things on our plate for today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to, we're here at Good Neighbor, and we're going to try the Storyteller
I always liked it here. No bullshit, you know?
quest. This is the one that it just totally blew up on us. But I did look at a couple things and tweaked a couple things and cleaned up some junk. And I'm going to give it another shot because we really need to get this one done. This is kind of a big thing for the Brotherhood of Steel, I'm pretty sure. So here's this guy. Yeah, we got to see the Storyteller. So we did this and we got into the chair and then
Doc,
everything
I think we
went
have our
south.
first
So
beta
hopefully it's
tester.
going to get better.
I had hoped you'd be the first one to try this. Me and the doc have everything set up for you. Getting brainwave migration between the program.
This one
and the host.
drags on. So I'll tell you right now, I'm going to
Established.
kind of get through it pretty quick. It's a long. And like I said, it's story. There's a lot of lore in there, that kind of stuff. But then there's just a lot of, I think,
Hello,
filler.
can you hear me? Excellent. The simulation appears to be working, just as Dr. Amari said it would. The following occurred in the months leading up to the Great War over 200 years ago, when the fear of nuclear annihilation was growing ever more prominent. You'll be witness to the origins of the Brotherhood of Steel and how Captain Roger Maxson, ancestor of Arthur Maxson, came to be its founder and first High Elder. See if you can find the first event node I've set up for you. Should be just ahead.
So much like the Kellogg brain stuff, we're basically following a whole bunch of little scenes, and each scene tells part of the story, and then the story winds up, giving us a conclusion of something we didn't know. In the case of Kellogg, it was about the Institute, and they could teleport and things like that. In this instance, it's basically how the Brotherhood of Steel came to be. They were part of the U.S. military, and then something happened, and they weren't. So, here we go.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Another batch of prisoners so soon? I could have swore we were at capacity already.
Commie sympathizers, probably. Or worse, deserters.
Why don't you ask them?
Decorum, Sergeant. These prisoners are under our protection. Besides, Alan, you might have gone AWOL too without that tin can to protect you.
Oh, what, this old thing? My Uncle Sam gave it to me. You hear that, comrade? Made in America.
So when they glow, you can click them.
The men serving under Roger Maxson likely fought alongside him during the Resource Wars. Needless to say, they would have harbored no love for the communist Chinese or those who sympathize with them.
There's Roger Maxson, the man himself.
Roger Maxson was second in charge of a security team assigned to guard Mariposa. The Codex doesn't explicitly tell us what year Roger was born. We can assume he must have been about 27 years old at the time, given the median age of captains serving in the U.S. Army before the Great War. Many in the Brotherhood of Steel can trace their ancestry back to the military grunts serving at Mariposa. In this, they take great pride.
So this looks familiar. Now we're into the little brain nerve thing and the individual scenes. So we're going to go up here. Now this is where things started to go tricky for me the last time I did it, which is why I'm a little hesitant. See, I'm waiting for the path to kind of develop. The problem I had before was it would get to these entrances and it would just hang. Couldn't do anything, couldn't move, couldn't turn, couldn't do anything. It wasn't a matter of being able to hop up into the set, but it just
Would test
wouldn't do
subject
anything.
119 please step forward? That one.
Your cooperation is
Oh,
requested.
it's like Takahashi.
Do not be alarmed.
So they're taking these prisoners, whatever they call them, sympathizers for the Chi-Coms.
Captain Maxson, sir.
Got a new group of prisoners coming.
Hey.
Any room?
Yes, sir. Plenty of space for them.
You're at the end of a double shift.
Everyone would rather be at the front gate. The other guys just don't like playing prison guards, sir.
Who did you relieve last night, Sergeant?
That would be Lieutenant Santangelo, sir.
As you would. The planter?
Maxson thinks something's up. He's it really bothers him about the prisoners that there's only, like, they all come in but none come out, and they don't seem to have enough storage for all of them, so something's going on with them, and he's starting to get suspicious, and he's trying to find out what's going on, but of course the U.S. Army doesn't want him to know. He's not cleared for such things.
And you were on guard duty last night?
Am I in trouble, sir? Colonel authorized me to take today off to work on the new suit. I thought maybe I could...
You're not in trouble, Lieutenant.
Phew, that's a relief.
Can you tell me if any of the scientists sent any prisoners back up to holding last night?
No, Captain. I don't think that happens anymore.
Ever?
I mean, I've never seen a prisoner come back up the lift. Well, then again, there was this one time the elevator broke and I fixed it in a valiant display of heroism. Other than that, though, no. The underground Einsteins must have a lot of space down there.
Could you do me a favor?
This lieutenant doesn't think for a
Captain?
second. Oh, maybe they're incinerating him or something, you know?
I saw a prisoner leave the lower blocks. Could you do that for me?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'll check in with you later.
Let's talk to the boss.
Permission to speak freely, sir.
Speak
Good
freely.
night, Captain. I know what you're going to ask, and I can't tell you any more than I already have. The less we ask, the less we leak out to the Chinese. Now, do you have any questions I can answer, Roger?
We keep bringing new prisoners onto the base, but the commissary says we aren't using any more food than we did a month ago. By my
Maxson's
count,
really
we should be
digging.
feeding 100 more mouths for the last month. Should I notify the...
You're clever, Maxson. I'll give you that. You should consider getting into politics, son. America loves a war hero. Ah. You know, those patriotic prisoners have volunteered to aid the defense of the United States in exchange for a reduced sentence. given what's happening around Beijing. I'd say they're the lucky ones.
Colonel, we don't know what's happening below. But don't you think we could all be held responsible if...
Don't make me pull rank, son. If I knew anything, I couldn't tell you. So do ask, but don't investigate. You and the rest of your Alaskan band of brothers have one job. To keep your eyes fixed on that front gate. Lady Liberty wants us at the ready.
Yes, sir.
There you go. You've been told to stay quiet. Shut your mouth. I think Maxon's had enough.
Get out of here this instant.
They're going to go down into the labs themselves and check. They're not allowed down there.
Someone get the Colonel down here immediately. How did you get past the photonic resonance barriers? Who's the commanding officer here?
Captain Roger Maxon. Doctor, I believe one of our men might have stumbled into this part of the base. I'm here to retrieve him for punitive action. Then we'll be on our way.
Our work is classified beyond your pay grade, Captain. You do know you could be court-martialed just for looking at it. For looking at what, exactly? That's irrelevant. You're interfering with the security of the homeland, Captain.
Right now, you're interfering with the security of this base, Doctor, which is my responsibility. Now step aside and let us do our jobs.
Alright, they're gonna go downstairs.
Where is the sergeant?
Oof. Oof.
Stand down, soldier. We bring this to the Colonel immediately. Caramello.
So, there's a mutant or something laying on the table. It's like a medical experiment gone wrong. So the doctor got
I can only imagine what was
pistol
running through
whipped.
the minds of Maxon and his men when they discovered what they had been guarding. Maxon must have thought Anderson and the other scientists had gone rogue. An unauthorized experiment by mad scientists straight out of a horror show.
Looks like Maxon's gone pretty much Colonel Kurtz at this point. He's just basically taken over. They can't get a response from Washington. They're just kind of hanging out there in California. Nobody seems to bother them with whatever they're doing. So now they're going to end the problem by basically ending all these doctors. See? That one got shot. Ooh, boy, look at his head.
I was only following orders. The excuse used by scientists for their
We
experiment.
got a freeze frame on the brain
Mariposa
popping
guards.
off.
It was the only thing they could use to defend themselves in the court of their own conscience.
Okay.
No other court would prosecute them.
So that was Anderson. He's done. And Maxon.
I tell myself it was to keep him from causing a full mutiny among the men.
Yeah, he's just killing everyone.
But I'm not so sure.
It's time to confront the Colonel.
I need you to come out here. I've done things that contradict protocols for dealing with suspected war criminals. You have to relieve me of my post to show the men that there's still some kind of order here.
Maxon had a pang of guilt, and so he went to the Colonel saying, "Hey, Colonel, I know what's going on, but I overstepped my bounds, so I can't be around here anymore."
Sir, we're going to knock down the door. If you can hear me, please stand back.
Roger. I'm sorry.
Ooh. And it looks like the Colonel just offed himself. So now you're in charge, Maxon. There's probably a good 10 more minutes of filler after that, but you get the idea.
Then the Vault Dwellers set off a nuclear warhead inside the place. But Maxon did record his thoughts at the time. I also have access to his armor and sidearm that you saw in there. Neuroanalytics
Maxon
from the
was
armor,
correct
and genetic
in
memory from
that there was
blood
something
samples
going
on the
on.
gun helped me
He
reconstruct
tracked
the
it
rest of it.
down.
As you saw,
The government
the
didn't really
Brotherhood was quite
care,
different at the
and
start.
they didn't care to go after him. So by this time, everything was going to hell.
What a waste of time.
Brotherhood
And of
you
course,
see here in the
Evelyn is like,
Commonwealth is just
I
one
really
of our
didn't learn
chapters.
anything. And she's actually right.
Arthur was just
I mean, you
one
learned a
of
little bit
many
about
elders with
Maxon.
the name Maxon. Although the West Coast chapter adheres to Maxon's ideals more closely than the East Coast. I hope you get a chance to see what California and the Mojave are like someday.
I didn't do this for the Brotherhood. I did this for myself.
A little overly
At least now, you have
dramatic,
a greater
but
understanding of Roger Maxson.
she's got her
May
information.
even know
I
him
guess
better
it's the
than
story
some
she
of the
needs to know.
people
Now
in the
she's got to go
Brotherhood.
back and see.
I have something else to share. I mentioned that I
what's
got
his
some
name?
DNA
Elder
from
Maxson.
Maxson's
Kid.
sidearm and his power armor. Truth is, I borrowed them from the Brotherhood. I don't think the quartermaster knew what they are. Must have thought they were just obsolete tech for the scrap bin. But I noticed that you have a knack for wearing power armor. And I think that you can appreciate the significance of Maxson's suit.
Evelyn doesn't wear power armor
Be a
enough.
state-of-the-art
That's her problem.
T60 like all the
She gets
kids are
beat
wearing
up.
these days. But some of the old models are a bit more versatile. I'd rather see it with you than gathering dust in a Brotherhood
So I'm gonna
storage
get more
locker.
power armor? Awesome. Where is this power armor? Huh. Okay, well, we're done with the Storyteller. We've been sitting on this quest for a little bit, so we're going to do this one. This is, we went to the Red Rocket by Fort Hagen. And we have to pick up something here. And that sounds like a bear.
It's over for now.
Looting from a dead body. How
Ellen,
shameful. Got anything for me?
Yeah, you need to go.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's time to go.
Excuse me.
Hey there.
You should head home.
Oh my, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, back to the castle. I just can't do that every
Yeah,
time I
I'm
loot.
sure.
I mean, a
Well,
bear.
you know where to find me.
Again with the
Come
bear.
back soon for more adventures.
Yeah, whatever. Just go back to the castle. All right, we're over here. We're gonna find another alternate companion. I like having the two of them and Doggo, you know, but yeah, I can't deal with that. I'm just losing my patience. All right, so here's the Red Rocket. We got to go find something here.
He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He just hacks, whacks.
A lot going on here. Oh, nothing nearby, but well, let's go pick this thing up and figure out what's going on. What have we here? Looks like a raider in one of those skeleton costumes. Ooh, nice shot. Still love this rifle. Pick a couple flowers. Oh, somebody else is coming at me. Ooh, boy, robots. Good job, Doggo. Alright, so we have to find this doctor guy, this Cabbage, or whatever his name is. What do we have out there? I don't know what you are. Raider? How do you get out of the way? I think you're gonna go. Hunter. Yeah, probably not a bad person. Maybe a little friendly fire there, who knows? Oh, Hunter's dog. Get the dog, Heather. See, and Heather doesn't mind me taking the dog. Whatever, the mongrel meat. Ooh, what was that just fell? Way off in the distance. You know, we've seen that a couple times on the Vertibird, where we're flying near the interstate on the overpasses, and we'll see a car fall off the freeway. That's what it just did. And who are these guys? They look friendly. Oh, Minutemen.
General.
General. See? They know who I am. What do we got going on out here? Looks like a firefight on the other side of the river. Can we join in from here? Let's... Oh wait, they're fighting a bug. Yep, there's two of them fighting a bug. Oh, they got the bug. Let's see if they get near me in range. Oh, there's one. I'm not getting them lit up. There you go, Rust Devil. Alright, so I hit him once. Twice. Alright, stop for a second, Rust Devil. And there we go. There's a dog. Is that another hunter? Take him out. Ooh, take him out. And what's that? Ooh. Took him out too. Don't know what that... Oh, wait a second. Is that a Minuteman outpost? Oh, General. Yeah, I think that's another Minuteman fort. They got little things. Yeah, that was friendly fire. Yep, I killed the Minuteman. Oh no. Are they gonna know this? That's the thing. When I go back to the castle, are they gonna freak out with what's her name, that irritating woman? Is she gonna freak out and say, "Oh, you killed one of our own"? Yeah. Anyway, so that was friendly fire. Oh. Probably should avoid doing that until it's time to take them all out. Yep, there's the flag. So it looks like there's a tree house over here. I think that's my target. What do we got up here? Yeah. Oh, there's somebody. So there's two. There's one that's kind of like on his knees, and then there's this guy. That was a pretty good shot. One guy's got his hands up. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I don't know who he is. He looks like he's dressed the same as the others, though. The other guy that was there. And these are these cult people. Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, wait. I can't tell. Oh, there we go. Got that one. No, wait. He just popped back up. Got him. All right. So if I can pick off these people, then that's probably a good thing, because I think these are the kind of the badass ones. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that guy. Yeah, Evelyn's thing is pretty much just kill everyone. If she did things the right way, she'd probably be about a level 40 right now, but she's not. That one keeps popping up, so that makes me think that's probably somebody I need to talk to. Probably the guy I'm looking for. Yeah, Dr. Cabbage. Oh, and now they're coming down. All right, now we got to deal with these people.
Go get him, boy.
You
can't shoot through that little oh, I guess I can, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you may have to just dive in here, Evelyn, and give up on the long-range rifle. Because, Dr. Cabbage. I don't know why I keep shooting at Dr. Cabbage.
You are going down.
Let him go. There you go. Nope, that's... Well, see, look, that's his child of Adam.
Bring it.
I guess there's one that just keeps popping up next to him. Do I have to have some kind of final confrontation? Or this is kind of weird. Well, there's a red one there, so that's the one I gotta get there. Okay, got that. And then that's that weird gun they use. I think that was Heather. Yep, Heather's in the middle there. Alright, I'm gonna have to get into the mix, I think. Nope, they keep sending me to Dr. Cabbage. Oh, there you go. That's the goofy gun. That hurts, though. I remember that one. Quit going to Dr. Cabbage. See, right there. That's the one. Right there with the goofy gun. Uh-oh. There we go. I think we got them all. Yep, now we can go talk to Dr. Cabbage. We're going to pick up this goofy gun, though, first. Alright, Cabbage. Talk.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what I've been through. I thought I was a goner. I mean, they were savages. Actual savages. This is like something out of a nightmare.
Dude.
Shut up already.
Right, shutting up.
Evelyn has no patience for anyone.
Wait. Angelo sent you, didn't he? Of course he did. Typical Angelo, always thinking I need rescuing. I mean, sure, it looked bad, but I was handling it. I had a plan. Well, sort of, but still, I was just about to make my move, you know?
Alright.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Okay, fine, you got me. Maybe I was in a little over my head.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can't blame a guy for trying to save face, right? Oh, jeez, where are my manners? I just realized I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Cabbage. Nice to meet you. Circumstances notwithstanding. Okay, we should probably head back to Angelo. I'll mark where he is on your map. Right here, see? Not too far. But, ow! Oh, I think I pulled something during that whole ordeal. Oh, my leg. Oh, or my back.
Can we just shoot him? I mean, I tried to shoot him half a dozen times.
I don't know if I can make the trip in this condition.
Fine.
You're welcome to stay here for all I care.
Right? No one
Stay
cares.
Here? Alone? No way. You can't leave me here. I'll tough it out, I swear.
Oh, yes we can.
Just don't leave me behind. Let's go. The sooner we get to Angelo, the sooner I can rest.
I think we have Cabbage in tow. I didn't really pay attention, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember right in this game, they don't have to be like right next to you. Like if you show up and you continue on with the quest, they'll know he's there. Whoop, there's some company here.
Good fucking riddance.
Yeah. We don't want to get into it with anyone else. Let's just go. Yeah, I want to get this over with. Alright, let's see. There's Angelo.
Ah, there you are. Hey, welcome. And you brought back Cabbage. For the most part.
See, he's just there. I mean, we could have run. We know Cabbage can't keep up with us. It doesn't matter.
You up.
All right, we completed that one. Good. That was sitting in our queue for a long time. I don't even know where I picked it up from, but it's been sitting there for a long time.
Way too hard, man. I mean, I thought it was going to be a quick in and out job, but no.
Yeah. We can talk about your ineptitude later. But first, you You are something special, huh? That's why I kept an eye on you and sent that robot to track you down. You're clearly capable, able to handle yourself. How'd you like a steady gig? Working for yours truly.
Oh, here we go again. I don't know if I want to do this. I got so much on my plate. I want to get to Nukaworld. I want to get to Far Harbor.
An honest question.
I mean, I'm
Deserves
just going
an
to
honest
grind
answer,
these
so
things out. It's going to take forever.
here it is. Now, before you jump to conclusions, just hear me out. I'm
Okay, I'll hear you out.
a reformed raider. Now, I admit, I did some questionable things in my past.
You haven't seen Evelyn's list of accomplishments.
Stolen and amassed quite a large ill-gotten fortune, but I have seen the error of my ways. And I intend to spend every cap I have ensuring these past things are not my legacy.
You've been watching me?
We just lost Angelo's voice. Angelo's speaking, but his voice isn't there. We got the music, no voice. He's basically saying that, no, I haven't really been watching you, but... this is weird. Okay. So, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's trying to recruit Evelyn. That's what he's doing. So, he's trying to change his ways, and he's trying to recruit Evelyn.
Depends. What's in it for me?
Look at you.
Hey, he's back.
Afraid to
That was
ask the
weird.
important questions, huh? It's a very admirable quality, if you don't mind my saying. Now, of course, there's more caps in it for you, but, that's not all. You see, working for Angelo has more than a few perks. But we can discuss those specifics later.
Again, she's
most
general in
important
the
thing for you to
Minutemen.
is about
She's
working for
in
me.
the Brotherhood of Steel.
You'll be
She's got
making a
power
difference.
armor. She has control of just
be
about
helping those
everything.
whose lives would otherwise be,
Anything she wants to.
irreparably
And
damaged by
this guy is like, I'm going to
countless
start a
raiders that
cult,
come
and I want you to be a part of it.
Am I for some caps?
There will be caps, my friend. Have no fear. But first, let me ask you something. Do you know the life expectancy of a raider in the Commonwealth? I'll tell you this much. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't know
No
about
matter
this
how
guy.
many die, there's always more to replace them. And the cycle continues. To be quite frank, I've no idea where they all keep coming from. But I have a solution to the raider problem. One that takes into account the seemingly endless supply. I speak of the opiate of the masses. Religion. If I can convert enough raiders to a new religion, one that controls,
So
guides,
everyone's going to have to
I believe the raiders of today
convert raiders.
become a thing of the past.
That's just a waste of time.
This sounds like a fool's errand to me.
Hold on now. I'm not asking you to believe in anything. In fact, it's somewhat imperative that you don't. We need you level-headed.
And we lost his voice again. So he wants her and Cabbage to help set up the religion. As a leader, I don't know what she's going to have to do. She's probably going to have to go out and get raiders. It's just a waste of time. And he doesn't speak half the time.
All this seems a little over the top.
All right.
She's done.
I'm not here to press you into anything. But if you change your mind, you come back.
No, I'm not changing my mind. This is one I'm turning down. We're done. Sorry, Angelo. Bye-bye. No, we failed to defend Abernathy Farm. What a shame. And these two they look familiar. Oh, they're the ones that want us to sabotage the robot navy. Oh, okay. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here. We're not going to get involved with these people right now. We're going to regroup. We're going to figure out what's next. We're starting to get through our list of quests, which is a good thing. So right now, things are working out pretty well for Evelyn. It's a shame we tried to kill Ellen, but she's back at the castle. We need to get a companion. I don't know, maybe Piper, who knows. We'll go find someone. Anyway, we will find out about that on the next time on the big 25th episode. But for now, this is the end of episode 24. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, click the little bell button so you get notified when the next video comes up. And if you're listening to us on the podcast, click follow. It would really help us with growing the channel. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one.